Hey, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of Grayscale. On Facebook, I had put a post up about what would you like me to do a tutorial of, up to 10, and it was filled rather quickly. So the next on the list would be various ways of doing mountains. So we're gonna get right on to it here. Now, at the time of the filming, it's not even noon yet. It's pretty early in the morning. All right, so this is 11 by 15 inch watercolor paper, and I'm putting on glycerin here. And if you look down toward the smaller screen, or it won't be a small screen, I'm sorry, it's a cutaway. If you look down there while I'm putting this on, you'll see titanium white, cad yellow, this is just homemade blue paint right there, alizarin crimson, phthalo blue, and that is raw umber. Okay, so that's what's down here. All right, so we're gonna come on. Well, we go back down here. Keep looking down here. I'm gonna mix up some cloud, typical regular cloud stuff here. So I'm gonna get to some of this light blue here. Okay, and we'll just throw together some clouds real quick here, just like this. We're gonna go just halfway down the paper. All right, put a little bit of sky here and maybe on the corner like that. Nothing really spectacular. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit of this phthalo blue. We get it pretty dark on the corners here, just like that. And we're gonna get some more phthalo. It's just mixing in with the glycerin, so it's pretty soft like that. And we'll just keep it like that for right now. All right. This is not a cloud video. I'm just putting something there just for contrast and something to look at other than just those mountains. And we're gonna I'm gonna take a wide brush here, soft brush, and we're just gonna kind of play around with this and just fade it in there. It's gonna look like white clouds. I'm doing kind of the reverse to it a little bit here. Add some variances, and I'm just gently blending it all together. Constant motion. Okay, that's how you achieve this type of look. You just go in constant motion with the soft blended mop brush and just fade it right away. That's all. If you see some spots that might be a little too a little too much, then just, you know, rub it away, rub it out there. Okay, but very, very softly, you know, just like this. Like I said, I got the glycerin. The glycerin helps the paint to move around and all of that, and it blends colors together, as you can see. Okay, so a little variation here and there, just like that. Like I said, I don't really need anything too special, too dramatic. Just putting it in there real quick, just as a backdrop. I don't have to go too far down, because, you know, most of that's going to be covered with mountains anyway. And we're going to go with different shades and types of mountains. Okay, I'm going to take a larger brush, and I'm just going to go left to right really softly. And it just mixes it and blends it in. Right here, down here on the bottom, I can go a little stronger just to make them disappear a wee bit, because we don't need nothing going down this far. So I'll just softly blend that out. I pre-coated this canvas with glycerin and white paint also. So very softly, and I'll just go back and forth like that. Just a nice little blend. Okay, just like that. No big thing. We'll take a little bit of, I'll take a fan brush and do it. I'm gonna go into a little bit of the titanium white. Here, as you can see, I'm just patting it in there real fast. And just where the spots are, right in here, I'll just kind of take my brush and twirl it around, have a little fun with it. Get some more titanium white, because when you do this, you're rubbing off some of the other color. Just like that, just put it in there. Doesn't have to be anything special. You take your brush, twirl it around. It adds to the almost spontaneousness of clouds. I'll put some up around there, just like that. Nothing special. I do clean up my brushes often. It's just what I do. Okay, let's take a different mop brush, one with a little bit of a point to it, like this. Now watch what I do, very lightly, especially on the tops. You can just wisp a little bit, get a little bit of like the wind is blowing the tops around a little bit. So just like that, very lightly. Okay, just like this. Like I said, it just adds a little variance to the clouds, and swoop it around like that. I'll just drag that one up a little bit and then give it a nice little turn. Put them all in one direction, kind of like that. Fluff it up a little, just like so. All right, come down the bottom, you fluff it, fuel these up, vary your hand pressure. Okay, just like that. Now I'm gonna take the bottoms and I'll just blend out the bottom so it kind of matches into the clouds a little bit. This was a little bit of a flub, just make that disappear. It's no big deal. Right now my attention is pretty much focused on the bottoms. Let's make the bottoms go away a little bit there. Fade them all out. You can bring some of these clouds out further by just rubbing into the white paint. It all blends in very softly. Just keep blending and they'll settle into the color. Okay, so you can bring some clouds in the front, some clouds in the back, like this guy back here. Very softly, I just keep blending it very softly, so I'll make this cloud more blue and further back. This one here can be up front, just like that. Okay, just like so. Nothing, like I say, nothing really special, just a little something for you to look at while the mountains are being done and all of that there. Okay, and I'll just X strokes very lightly, kind of smooth things out a little bit, just like so. Just brings it into the painting a little bit more, just like that. All right, okay, voila. All right, okay. And we'll be moving right along with this. I'm gonna get a palette knife. I don't need the glycerin anymore, so I'll put the glycerin away. Mainly used for doing backgrounds or whatnot. You can put a little bit of it into the paint and things like that, but I won't need any for that. Let's mix up some dark color. Look down here. We're gonna go with a little bit. Actually, we're gonna need quite a bit of it, but we're gonna go with some alizarin crimson and some of this umber, and we're gonna mix that in. Now, umber has red, or no, it has more green in it. Okay, just like that. We're gonna get some phthalo blue, very dark blue, and mix it right up in there. It's gonna get very dark real fast. This makes a great mountain color. As you can see, it brings it almost close to black, but it's not. So this is a perfect mix for mountain. I'll repeat what it is. Alizarin crimson, I think it's burnt umber, burnt or raw umber, but I know it's one of the umbers here. I think I got raw umber, and a little bit of phthalo blue. Equal amounts. They bring you this nice dark. All right, I need plenty of it anyway. And what I'm going to do, instead of using the palette knife to do it, I'm gonna just use a paint brush. All right, excuse my head. I'm just wiping off the palette knife with the paper towel. All right, we'll set that down and get some coffee. Alright, let's move along. Let's get a flat brush. I got a 3/4 inch here. I'm just gonna loosen up the bristles here. Alright. OBKB. What I'm going to do, because I have to do a series of mountains with different type of mountains. One's a more natural looking mountain, one's a snow-capped mountain, foothills, stuff like that. All right, so what I'm going to do is dip right into this dark mix, need plenty of it, because the bottom half is just going to be nothing but mountain. Okay, and I'll start from here. And what you want when you do your mountains is you want a very crisp edge to your mountain. Okay, like so, have it pretty dark. Like this. I'm gonna just go ahead and just make a mountain, just like so. Gotta have like peaks and stuff. I prefer my mountains a little craggy anyway, stuff like that. I'll make one nice size one right here, and it comes down like that. I'll bring it down like that. I'll bring my way down, and we're gonna get some more of this dark. Need plenty of it, because like I said, I'm gonna cover like this. Bring one down here, and then have it dip across like that. All right, so all this here, we'll just bring all this down. Fairly dark stuff here, just like that. I'm just smoothing it out a little bit. Don't necessarily have to. Okay, getting some more of that good old healthy dark color here. We're gonna kind of beef up some of this stuff here. You don't really want it thick. You want it darker, but you don't necessarily want it too thick. All right, and all I'm doing is spreading out the color. The glycerin's making it really light and transparent, and this is what you see. All right, that's what you see. I'll bring some of it down here, bring some of it around in this area here like that. Okay, all right. So we're gonna establish some foothills and all of that, so various stuff. I'm gonna try to break it off in that manner. Okay, now that I've done that, let's have a good time with this. Let's work some fades down here on the bottom, like it's kind of going away here, and we're just gonna take it and we're gonna bring it down like this. I'll bring it like this. Just bring it down like so. Bring it on down like that. All right, and then I'll kind of X-stroke this stuff, kind of fade it out here, just like that. Just fade it out. X-strokes, fade it, just like so. Okay, and then I'll just kind of lightly roll some of this stuff. Get your paint off your brush, your mop brush. Usually, if I had white on the bottom, it would really fade nicely. So I'm just going from the bottom, just like so. Okay, make some of that disappear down there. And just more of a fade, left and right. Just like this, left, right, left, right. Just have it fade a little bit. That's okay. That's like this. Some of those streaks can be kind of, bring some of those down, some of them streaks down like that. Just smooth out some of those streaks there. Some of these streaks can actually help you in your mountain texture. You know, you can kind of play around with it there and kind of create the mountain textures yourself, just like this. As long as the paint's kind of wet, you can kind of form it, you know, any way you would like, really. Okay, I'll just take it, go right into the dark, very lightly, extremely light. Okay, and you're just gonna kind of flatten that stuff out a little bit, just like you would do a cloud, just left and right. See how the strokes disappear? Very light touch. Okay, that might take some practice, especially if you're kind of heavy-handed, but a light touch. Remember, you have paint on this soft brush, so you want to wear some of that paint away. Okay, I'm just going down here by the bottom, just fade it out. No big deal. You're going to be repeating this fade anyway. Okay, so we got something like that happening. You just don't know what mountain's going to be in front of what, but that will be your decision. Okay, your choice. All right, let's put some of this mop stuff away. I like to kind of keep my area. Let's do a mountain that you're more or less kind of familiar with. All right, which is the Bob Ross style mountain with the palette knife. Okay, so we'll do one this way. Now look, when you do a mountain with a palette knife, okay, you hold it like this. All right, don't hold it like this. Why? Because inadvertently you're going to add pressure. Okay, and you're not baking a cake. All right, so no finger on the blade, like this, like you're driving a car. Okay, let's go down here. Look at me here. All right, now I got plenty of dark here. Okay, we'll wipe some of this away. Now I'll place it right here. All right, we may use it, we may not, but as of right now, we will put it right there. Let's make a more, we'll make this one a snow-capped guy. All right, back here, typical snow-capped like mountain. All right, okay. But what we're gonna do first, I guess we'll work on the dark half of the mountain. Now, as you can see, I'm using the same base color as the mountain itself, but obviously to be more concentrated. All right, this one was spread out and the white's showing through into the color, which is giving it its look right now. So I'm gonna use the same base color, which is a more concentrated look. And what's gonna happen is it's gonna appear darker. It's just the same color. All right, but just a deeper shade of the same color. It's the same color. This just has white in it from the white of the paper. You know, a lot of it's been wiped away. So when you do your base color of your mountain, make the paint kind of thin. All right, and you can use the same base color. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this color, and this is gonna take a little practice for you, and I'll work on the shaded side. Now, when I work on the shaded side, you're gonna go down and to the left. Okay, if your shaded side is on the right side of the mountain, you're gonna go down toward the right. Okay, and I think I'm gonna make the shaded part of the mountain, we'll do it a different way. We'll go to the left for the shaded part of the mountain. Now, there's different ways you can do your mountain. Okay, as you see, I do have little peaks here. All right, so you can do your mountain like this. Let's take this one for example. You can take it right from the middle, and do a little zigzag line like that. All right, and that's your shadow side. Anything to the right of that will be your shadow. Okay, like this guy here, you can come down like that and maybe bring it up into that one like that. And then, you know, you got this fella here, maybe he's over there like that. Okay, so let's just start with that. Remember, the shadow side is over here. So what you do, very carefully, you get your palette knife to touch gently as you can, and just let the paint kind of roll off like this, and it's going to make its own little grooves and whatnot. You can take your side of your brush and just let it happen by itself, just like that. Don't try to correct anything. All right, this is the shadow side of your mountain. All right, bring it as close as you can, and we're going to go in this direction, like so. You can kind of take it and scoop it upward. You'll know when you don't have enough paint on your mountain. Try not to get a sliding look. All right, we're going to just bring it down here like this. All right, just like that. All right, it can be a little confusing. Let's go over here, this little spot here, and remember, it's the shadow side. You can kind of bring it up a little bit. It's like that. You see, it's the same color, it's just deeper. All right, now remember, you have a lit side on the other side. Okay, so just remember that. All of this might be your lit side over here, but we'll get to be very creative with it, so don't worry. Over here, same thing, same premise. You can just come down very lightly and let it do what it got to do. Here, do the same thing, kind of bring it down like that. All right, so we'll stop right there with that. Okay, so that's your dark half. Okay, so what are you gonna do for the light half? Well, take some titanium white, mix it with that dark color for right now. Okay, a little bit of dark in that white, just like this. So you got a little bit of that kind of gray bluey thing going on with it right there. Take a swipe across, then swipe. All right, don't have it too thick. All right, at least try not to. So let's go over here, this fella here, and you're gonna go in the other direction. All right, so you're going this way. Okay, and you just take it, get close to the edge as you can, and give it a little touch like that. All right, here. See, I think I got enough. You're gonna come here and you're gonna just go downward, just like so. You're just wiping it straight down. Don't try to go over it again. All right, we're gonna get it closer, just like so. Just like that. And don't touch it anymore. Leave it be. All right, just leave it be. Okay, right here, we're gonna do the same thing. Take it and give it a little curve upward, just like that. And you're gonna do the same thing, very light. Come up here. Now, if you're a right-hander, which most of you are, all right, you just go right from the edge, get it to touch, and just carefully slide it down there like that. See how it breaks? That's what you're looking for. It takes practice. Don't rush this process. Kind of scoop it upward like that. Go up into your dark if you have to, if you feel you have to. Okay. Now I'm running out of paint, which gives me that look there. But don't worry about that, because that can be taken care of. All right. So don't fret yourself. Just like this. Come on down. Kind of scoop it up into there. Let's get a little more titanium white. That's all I'm doing. A little more titanium white, a little more dark mountain color. Just like that. Just mix it in. See, you can easily return to whatever shade that you were doing your first color with. Okay, make it go straight, wipe across, get that thin roll. Okay, very light touch. Just like that. Scoop it on down. Bring some of it down there like that. Just glide it on down. Bring some of that. Look at that. Okay, but now you see how it looks. Okay, so you have your shadow side and your lit side. You follow me? I'll do one right here. I have it scoop around. Come here. Let it come down. Put it. Ran out of paint. Put it right into your dark, like that. Okay. So you get all sorts of interesting little looks to it. And we're going to stop right there with this one. Okay. Now, I want you to check out something here. I'm going to I'll take this guy. Take this little brush here. It's just a mop brush. And we're going to just gently tap. Just tap it. Paint still wet underneath. Tap. Gentle taps like this. Okay. And what I'm going to do with those taps is go from the bottom and you go upward. Go from the bottom, go up in the direction of the mountain itself, just like that. Okay, and what it does when you go X strokes, you see how it fades away a little bit. All right, don't worry about this stuff down here. That can disappear. But gentle little fades, kind of put your mountain into a little bit of obscurity there. When you fade it out, it gives the impression of it being a little further away. Okay, just like this. All right, so you got instant kind of refraction of light, little fog stuff happening, and all of that good stuff. Now these are snow capped, so we got this light blue gray thing happening here. where, you know, the sun's kind of hitting it. We're going to do something with that too. I forgot about that little spot there, but that's okay. The thinner you have that roll of paint, the more it'll break off for you. Okay, just like so. I'll bring that one down like that, and we scoop it around like this. Okay, no big thing. All right, if you end up scratching your paint like that, don't worry about it. It disappears in a couple of strokes. See that? Okay. All right, now let's get some of this out of the way here. All this light stuff, and we'll put it right there for right now. We get some straight titanium white, nothing but titanium white. Okay, and we'll just bring it right across down here like that. Okay, very bright. And what you're going to do is to accentuate that direct sun is hitting. Okay, now when you get your little strip of paint, make it nice and even. And what's going to happen is when you take this brush or this palette knife and you go across the paint you already put down, what's going to happen is the paint that's on your palette knife is going to come off of the paint you previously put on. So don't force it. All right, the brighter the color, the less of it you need. Okay, just like that, and leave it be. All right, you'll see. You'll see. Just like that. Bring it around. All right, the less of it you need, trust me. And just like that. See how it breaks apart? Very light touch. Very, very light. Okay, come down here. And what I'm doing really is just accentuating the curves of the mountain here. Just like that. We'll bring some of that down there like that. Okay, so you already got an established depth and distance on this thing. All right, we'll bring this one further down like that, just like so, because you know light's hitting over there on this side, so we'll have a little fun. There we go, just like that. Bring it down right off the picture there, just like so. All right, we're getting some more of the white. Make it as bright as possible. I got it mixed in with this blue here, but it's okay. Just get a little more titanium white and beef that bright color up a little bit. All right, it's definitely brighter than what I previously put down. And right here on the edge here, we do the same thing. Bring it on down, let it break. There, much like so. Light, remember, a light touch. Okay, if you're right-handed or left-handed, same approach, just like that. Let's beef up that peak a little bit, just like that. Sometimes all it takes is a gentle touch, little tap, and leave it be. All right, just leave it alone. Right here, same thing, just like so. Let the direct sunlight hit it, and that's it. We're going to take the same approach like we did a few minutes ago. Tap, just tap, little taps, just like this, just tap. Okay, and gently X strokes. See how you're just continuing the blend in, but you're blending in some of the highlights. These are a little high up, so you really don't have to do it too much up here. But if you do, just kind of lightly, just keep going back and forth. Don't worry, it'll blend itself. Okay, bring it down here, just like that. You're okay. There, just like so, and leave it be. So what I just did here is all palette knife. Okay, that's it. Nothing but palette knife. Straighten that up a little bit. Okay, let's go to the mountain over toward the back here, the other side. We'll leave the middle one alone for a second. That one will be in the front of everything, more or less. Let's go to this one back here. Let's have a different approach for this one. This one will take a palette knife. All right, I'm just checking out something here. Okay, this one, get rid of that. This one here we're going to do with a palette knife, but we're going to have a different entirely different look. No, we're gonna do a paintbrush with this one. Okay, that's what we'll do. So let's remove this light color here. We'll make some of this disappear. We'll put it right here for right now. Let's get some. We're gonna go right back into the dark. We're gonna use I'm gonna use a 1/2 inch today. So we're gonna use a 1/2 inch flat for this one. Look down here. We got some more. We're gonna do the dark first. Now what I'm doing is touching the side of the paintbrush. All right. Okay. Now it might be a little dry, it might be a little slick, don't know. But remember where your dark side is. I'll take this, and we're gonna do it again. Remember, it's that little cute line. We can come out here like this and make it disappear like that. All right. We'll do the same thing here. We'll come downward like that, and we'll have a break in it, and it comes this way. All right. Okay. Now remember, that's going to be the dark half here, and a little bit down there. You follow me? Now watch. What I'm going to do is lightly. Okay. This might even be too much, but we'll see. Lightly slide your brush, just like this. Watch what happens. Just slide the brush. Now this is going to give you a entirely different look for your mountain. Slide your brush just like so. Okay, it's like almost like a dry brush. And we're going to do it. We'll flip it around on the other side, and we're just going to get some of that dark very lightly, just like that. Okay, don't make your brush so thick with paint. All right, just light paint. We'll come over here and we'll do the same exact thing. To take the side of your brush very lightly, let it just touch. Okay, just keep working at it. If you don't have that much paint on it, go on the other side, just like that. Go straight down into the left. So you go on lower left with it, just like so. Come on down in here. Don't get rid of too much of your gray color, your natural mountain color. Don't get rid of too much of that. All right. We'll deepen some of this there, just like that. Curve it around, just like that. Well, you want it really strong toward the ridge. All right. Have a strong, deep color in the ridge there, like that. Okay. And you can curve it around. Do what you feel you need to do. All right. Much like that. Very, very deep. Okay, a little bit of that in here just to kind of beef up the ridge a little bit, just like so. Okay, we're going to do the very same thing with the lit area. Okay, now with that mountain, I'm going to put a little ambient light. Actually, I did the wrong side. All right, I did that wrong. That's supposed to be the lit side. This is supposed to be the dark side, so I went backwards. Now, I just made a mistake. What do you do with a mistake? Because remember, the lit side, that's supposed to be the lit side, not the dark side. I'm so used to putting the dark side over there. Well, what you do is one of these numbers. Okay, I'll just scrape it away. Don't worry about it. Take it right off. Just like that. This is supposed to be the lit side, so we're gonna remove this. But you see what I'm doing to remove it? Just scrape it off. Just like that. I'm gonna wipe it off on a towel. Over here I made the same mistake. Wipe it off. Wipe off that paint. But you see what I'm doing? You see where my fingernail is? Did you just notice? This is what I'm talking about, that added pressure. Huh? But look what happens. You take this paint right off with that. This is why you don't coat your mountain using your finger. Okay, this is actually the lit half, so that was my mistake. That's the lit side of the mountain. Okay, but we're going to continue with the dark. We're going to correct and put the dark side of the mountain where it belongs. Okay, on the right side. So we're going to do everything again, very lightly. That was a little heavy-handed. Be very light with it. If you got to tap it. tap the light, tap it in there like this, just like so. Okay, and I'm just correcting the faux pas I just did. Okay, just like so. And we're gonna do the same thing over here. Just strengthen the ridge, just like so. Bring it on down. And it gives your mountain a different look too when you do this. Just like that. And when you're painting it, let's say if you got tape or whatever blocking it or something like that, don't stop where the tape is. Okay, don't do that. There, just like so. We'll bring that out front here like that. All right, so we got a little bit of that dark hanging around. All right, I'm just cleaning off the 1/2 inch brush. Now we will go into the lighter mountain color and do the same thing. I'm just dipping into the lighter mountain color. We're going to correct my little mistake from before, and we're going to just kind of beef that up there and put it right in there like a dry brush, just like this. So we're just dry brushing color, the light color on the mountain, just like this, especially around the ridge, just like so. Just like that, bring it up a little bit like that. But you see, like I said, it just like that. Go on the other side, we're gonna do the same exact thing. Come on down with it. All right. And we'll bring it downward, like so. You're not getting rid of, even though I scraped it off, you're still not getting rid of some of that bottom base color. It's all right. Just like that. Bring some of that up in here like this. There. Much like that. All right. We're going to get some straight titanium white. Okay. We'll put it right here. For your caps. Now remember, same approach. The brighter the color, the less of it you need. Okay. And very light touch. Bring some of that down like that. But now you see, remember, you need straight titanium white with this. This is your final color. If you have to make it thicker, make it thicker. But this is where the sun is contacting on the ridges of your mountain. Just like so. Look at that. All right. Same thing here. Right on that ridge. And you need to distinguish very bright. Okay, you got to make a distinction. All right, so you do need to kind of pour on that paint a little bit. All right, right here, definitely on the ridge. The reason why you need a strong ridge is that's where the sun's connecting at, and it helps display the topography, the shape of your mountain, which you can change at will, up to you. And I'm just dry brushing this stuff on here. And it gives your mountain a slightly different look. Nice little crevices and all that good stuff. All right, so now you got a totally different look to your mountain. We're gonna add a little white with this dark and get some ambient light going on the shadow side. All right, just a few strokes, really, just like that. Okay. Don't get rid of all your dark, but it kind of matches everything together. Okay. Just tapping in some ambient stuff there. Don't need too much on the other mountains, but this one here might need a little touch. All right. Come down here and we'll give it a little love over here too. We're going to do the same approach as we did the other mountain. All right, I'm going to just clean off the brush. We're going to do the same thing that we did to the previous mountain above, over there. We're going to take the brush and, that's right, give it a couple of love taps, just like this. A few taps, just like that, just like that. Okay, and you're going to go from the bottom up into the direction of your mountain, just like that. Bring it in there, bring it on up there. Go in a different direction for the side of your mountain there, that one. And once again, left and right. Okay, X strokes, very light X strokes. X strokes, just like that. X strokes. See how it blends? X strokes. Especially when the paint's getting a little tacky, you can be a little more forthcoming with it. Okay, let's make this fade a little higher. Just like so. Look at this. See how it's done? Very gently. And you just keep going back and forth. It blends more and more. Okay, so now let's pull back and let's see what we got. Okay, now look what you got. See the two different types of mountains? Paintbrush, palette knife. And both those mountains it's like a mountain range in the back. This guy's in front of everybody. But look at the difference. All right. You still got a lit and a shadow side. Okay. Okay. And they're both snow capped. You wanted a mountain that was more of a natural look for a mountain. So we'll do that. All right, and we're going to do that a different way. We're going to use another palette knife. I kind of like the way this mountain, I'll just put my thumb right in the dark paint. I'll just wipe it on my towel. Okay, same approach. We're going to get some of this dark. Now this approach here, look down here, it's definitely going to require a lot of paint. And I'm just tapping my palette knife. You see the shape of the palette knife is a little different here. Okay, right there. Put it right here about the water. All right, you see the little dip there? Now look at the bottom of the brush. You see that detail? Let's see if I can get it right there. Don't know if you guys can see it, but you see that there's little peaks on this brush. All right, maybe I'll bring it closer here. Maybe you guys can see it. If the light hits it the right way, you can see the peaks on this thing. It's a little dark, but there's little dips and peaks there. All right, now what we're going to do is take this. Remember, it's on the half, okay? But what I'm going to do is tap. It's a light tap like this. Look, just like this. We're tapping. Okay, it's not really necessarily it's like you're tapping, but don't really drag it too much because you want that kind of haphazard type of pattern to it. All right, you do need plenty of paint. It's just tapping, and the little points of paint that are coming off this guy is what is selling all of this. And we're going to bring this right down in front of the other mountains. Okay, so we're gonna kind of do one of these numbers there, and we're gonna bring this down a little bit further. All right, and we'll kind of expand this one here. Just tap it down like that. All right, I'm gonna end up probably getting some more of the dark because I don't have enough. So more of the blue, more of the brown. We'll mix it right in there, just like that. A little bit of the, if I can get enough out of it there, a little bit of the red. We're going to stir it around just like that. This type of mountain texture, it requires a lot of paint and a light touch. Okay, wow, that's coated pretty thick there. That's better. Okay, and then remember, just a tight little tap of paint will do for this. But much like that, we'll bring some of this up around in here a little bit, just like that. All right. Once again, on one side of the mountain, just here. You can bring some up here, bring some back around in here. You can probably make it join right here. Okay. Right here, same thing. We're going to bring this one straight down too. Make this a very ominous looking guy, just like that. And we're going to bring him around. He is a ridge. So we're getting a ridge together because he's in front of the other guys like this. Okay, and we're going to bring that downward like that, just like so. So bring some of that ridge over there, like so, just like that. All right. I'm just cleaning off the palette knife real quick here. We're going to go into this. Well, we're going to have to create some more of that bluish white look. So we got this and some titanium white. That's all you need. We're going to lighten that up a little bit. Okay, that needs to be probably a tad lighter. Just a tad lighter. So we're going to get some more titanium white because I ran out anyway. That's mixing white. That's a no, I don't want no mixing white. Get a little titanium white going on here. We'll put it right here. All right. And here we go. Get a little titanium white. Put it right in that mix there, just like this. Just lighten it up a little bit. Just like that. This, like I say, this style of texture requires a little bit of paint, okay? There. And then you tap it. Just like that. I don't know if you guys can see the texture now. Maybe the shadows hit it right. There's a little texture on the bottom of that knife. And I'll bring it over here too. There you go. You can really see it there. All right, that's the kind of texture you're looking for. Okay. All right, we're gonna light up the left side of the mountain, and it just takes a touch, slight tap. Keep your palette knife kind of level, and you can hear me tapping around there. You don't want to fill all of your gray color, your previous color. You don't want to do all of that. But this mountain is in front of the other guys, and we're going to paint that as such. Comes on around, just like that. Come on around, right in front of the other mountain. Okay, this mountain's in front of these guys. So spread it right across, right on across. Don't have no fear, bring it round across. He's in front. Okay. All right. And we're gonna keep the party going here, just like that. You can bring some of that, sneak some of that over in there, going to the other ridge here. Look at this. All right. Just a little tap. That's all it takes. But look at the texture. You see how craggy it looks? All right. And this is going to be more of a natural colored guy. Up around here a little bit. Pop some of that there. Bring it. Don't have no fear. Bring it right in there, just like that. Okay. All right. We're gonna get a little bit of yellow and brown, and we're gonna make this, like I said, a more natural colored mountain. Oh, we're gonna put a little bit of that love right in here too, just like that. Have it come down. Okay, just like so. Oh, let's give him a little bit of something right here, only on that edge there. And we're gonna kind of beef up this side here a little more. Just like that. Give it a little tap. All right. But you can see how craggy this looks. Like I said, this won't be a snow cap on. This will be more of a natural colored thing. We're going into the brown. Okay. Going into the umber here. And I'm gonna get a little bit of yellow, pop that in there like that. Nice little brown, grayish, mountainish color for this one. All right. And we're gonna do the same little tap thing, but we're gonna bring it over here on the lit side. Okay. Just like so. Bring it, just tap. Now what is happening with this is that this brighter stone color is right on top of the light grayish. Okay, just like that. Just tap away. Bring it on in front. Bring it in front, just like so. Just like so. And we're gonna make it to where the sunlight's hitting this. in a certain way. Bring it on down, right on that lip side there. Bring it on down, give it a little curve. Okay, don't force it. You'll know when you run out of paint doing it this way. And remember, I'm not rubbing across, I'm giving it little taps. It might look like I'm stroking it across, but I'm not. Gather up your paint, get some more of the little tips, little points, and here we go. Bring it right together down here. That's the front part of your mountain. Okay, all up in here. Strengthen that a little bit. All right, we're gonna add the foothills on this big mountain, the one up in front of us here. We'll add the foothills. Just tapping away. Tap away, tap, 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 tap. Really craggy, rough looking guy. All right, all up in here. A little bit of that color right up in there. Now we're gonna go, I'm just cleaning off the knife here. Got another layer for this fella. We're gonna go a little bit of yellow. I'll put it somewhere around here. And a little bit of white, just like that. Mix the yellow and the white together. Okay, just like that. Make it look like a little bit of sunlight's gonna hit. Now remember, the brighter the color, the less of it you need. You got me? Very lightly, we're gonna go right here with just a couple little sunlight taps right in there. Right here, just let it bounce off a little bit, like that. Especially on the ridges. You can create your own ridge there. Okay. Okay, right here. Have a little sun hit it. Just tap. More of a tap than anything else. It will pick up what it needs, and it'll let you have the rest. It's not too greedy. And we'll put some up in here, just like so. Definitely a mountain you really don't want to make a mistake and fall off of. This one here, this mountain can hurt you. Just like so. Keep tapping away. You may want the impulse to drag it. Don't do that. Getting a little more white, a little more yellow. Put it right in there. Brighten it back up again. Okay. All right. And we're going to continue right along, right up in here. Get that ridge pretty strong. And we're going to tap, tap, tap. Just tap. And do the same thing. Tap. Bring it over here. Tap a little bit. Tap it. Just look at that. Just like so. Boy, that's a ragged looking thing. Put a little sunlight hitting over here. And that's all you do. Okay. I'm going to return back to the dark so we can deepen up that guy right back there. Okay, right down here, right here, a little taps, go straight down with it, tap, tap, tap. Let it break, just tapping, just like that. Because remember, this mountain is in front of everybody else. So, just like so, tap. We're gonna give a nice little ridge here, right here, right here. Just tap it, because they're going to give the illusion of this guy being in front. And the foothills are going to help complete that. But this fella's dead in front, all right? And we're going to have the foothills here, okay? Same approach. Wrong brush. Same approach. Watch. Tap. Tap that color. Tap it. Go up into it. Tap. Bring it down. Tap. Up into the... Just like that. Get some of the paint off the brush. Just tap, lightly tap, bring it down to the, there, tap, 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 tap. We're coming over to the other side. And we're coming into the dark side here. Tap and go in the direction of your mountain there. Just like that. Okay, I know it looks crazy, but hold on, hold on. And lightly, remember the X strokes? Remember this? Very light, be light with it. See this? Light, don't force it. Light, light. Look at that. Very light, very light. And we're gonna do the same thing down here. Very light, just tap it. X strokes. If you want to bring white into it, you can to make it a little misty, but I wouldn't because the foothills are gonna go here. So don't worry about it. Okay, just very light, just like that. And this is gonna help you with the foothills anyway. But very light strokes, left and right. Okay, let's take a fan brush. We'll do it with the fan brush. We're gonna go into our deep blue. I'll bring it right here. A little deep blue, a little yellow, tiny bit of red. A little more blue, a little more blue, a little more yellow, just like that. All right, now watch, foothill time. Okay, when you do your foothills, let's bring this up a little bit, and let's go here. When you do your foothills, okay, bring them up into the mountain a little. Okay, it's just nothing but the fan brush right now. And you see this? I'm gonna bring it right out there like that. And you bring up into, just like that. Go in the direction of your mountain. Okay, you can vary them just like that. Come around like a little circle. Come around. This is the front. It kind of bowls out there, or you can give it a little push if you want. Make them little faraway trees like that. Okay, just like so. Just give it a little push on your brush. All right, getting some more paint. Just watch how I do it here. Watch. Take it and just give it a slight little push. All right, just like that. Okay, so you're adding a little fun texture, and it looks like trees. I'm just turning my brush around. Give it a little push. See, it's how you get the tree look. All right, take it and give it a little push, just like that. Don't be so fearful. All right, now you're gonna come to the other side, the darker side here, and same thing, just some taps, and going in the direction of the mountain. You can bring some of that up there, just like this. Bring it out in front there, like that. Bring it right up there. I'm gonna get a little more red, a little more blue, a little touch of smaller touch of yellow, because this is the dark side of the hill. So you put the colors in there accordingly. See, it is the darker side there, like that. Sneak some of that dark in there, and same premise as you did the lit side. Okay, so now you got a shaded side and you got a lit side to these fellas. Okay, so there go your foothill with one of them. All right, bring it on down there. Bring it on down there. Okay, pretty slick, right? So let's bring it back here and take a good look. All right, palette knife, or yes, palette knife, Bob Ross style. Different type of palette knife, but you're tapping, and then you got a paintbrush. Okay, and then you got your foothills here. Let's get a little bit of this yellow. We'll mix it in with the yellow white right in here. Okay, okay. It's a lit side, right? What you're gonna do? Take your brush. If you got a thicker brush like I have here, and you can go direct hit, bam, look at that, bam. See all that lit tree action there, tops of the trees? Okay, some of them have patches of it, some don't, but there you go. You don't have to put it on every inch, but you know what side of the mountain the sun is hitting, right? Direct hit, boom, top of the brush. That's what's doing it, all right? If you want to, you can pop a couple of really bright ones in there like that if you want. See that? Where the sun's really hitting pretty strong like this. Go up there. Little patches of very strong light hitting it or whatnot. That's your discretion, up to you if you want to do that. Okay, you can do the same exact thing on the dark side. I'm getting a little bit of blue, slight touch of red, but mostly a little blue, a hint of the white, but usually the red and the blue will do. Kind of keep it kind of dark-ish. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit of brown in here to kind of darken that a little bit, a little more brown, just to deepen that color a little bit, gray it out. Okay, and once again, just like the other side, direct hit, boom. Just a direct hit. This is the dark side back here. And so you can approach it just like you approach the lit side. Just like that. Just like so. Okay, so I've got a little bit of the dark stuff happening. All right, just patches of dark on that side. Sneak some of that over here a little bit. Just like that. No more than no less than what you see right there. Okay, and that's basically it. I can just take some of this here and I'll just use this dark right here, just because it's the front of the place here. It's got that real grayish look anyway, so it looks like it's on a cliff or whatever. Who knows? Who knows what it's going to be? I just want to get rid of the the white down there. The main subject of this tutorial is mountains. So this is just stuff here. Okay, this is no big deal, all of that. I mean, we can do whatever we want down here. It kind of don't matter. But you know, with typography of this, I'm just getting a little bit of red, a little bit of blue. Okay, I'll use some of this dark over here too, kind of darken it up a little bit. I'll use the rest of the brown, just get it a little darker, just like that. This is just like nothing. I'll slap a little bit of a tree in here like that. This is not a tree video. I'm just putting it in here just because, you know, something to kind of fill this up. All right, that's all. Just like this, some kind of whatever. Just a tree. All right, and I'll do a series of them. We'll put one right here, just like that, and we'll just kind of press them in there, just like that. Pop them in. Like I say, we'll pop some dark in there. He's got to be particularly dark. So, hold on for a second. Got to be darker than what I got here. So I'll just get some phthalo blue here. Hold on for 1 second. Oh, phthalo blue. I think some phthalo blue and burnt umber will do the trick. Get plenty of it here. Equal amounts. Like I said, this is not a tree video. I'm just putting it in here because I don't like a blank, unlooked looking canvas thing going on here. I don't like that. This is plenty of paint here. So I mixed up a great big glob of this stuff on this fan brush. I'll just continue using the fan brush, no big deal. Plenty of paint. That's a lot of paint. So it's just going to require quite a light touch. There we go. Now that's the darkness I like. And it's just me tapping very lightly with all this thick paint on here. Just like that. Now that looks like a dark tree. I'm going to do this one too, beef it up a little bit. Just kind of throwing that color in there. Just like so. I'll make this one a little bit taller. Just like that. Just kind of expand him a little bit. It's like that. Bring him up there. Just a little tree variance here. Put one right here. Some more paint. Get a big glob of paint and very light touch. Bam, there it is. And very light touch. I'm using the tip of the brush and I go a little bit whiter as I go down. Just like so. Pop one right here. Just like this. Okay. And I'll use the bottom of the brush. Get it just right. This gives me instant ridges. Okay. And basically I'm just like adding forests and stuff. I won't get rid of all the foothills down there. I'll put some baby ones in here. just like that. Okay, I'm gonna put one right here though. Why would I put one that tall? Because you got to show different height variances of your trees, and plus it adds to the realism of the painting itself. Okay, so now you're getting a composition lesson real quick here. Okay, we'll put a smaller one right there so I can show off some of that faded background in the back there. I'm just going to take this and just tap downward like that. All right, just like so. Okay, all right. I'm just cleaning off my fan brush real quick here. Let's get a little white. Let's get a little bit of yellow. What's left of it? What is left of it? Not much. Get a little bit of water. I'll thin the paint up a little bit. And we're only going to use the tips of the brush anyway. We're going to slap some real fast highlights on this guy. Just like so. Bring some on the other side. But mainly it's just here. Bring some on the other side. Just like that. Okay. We do the same thing here. Just a touch of the brush. Okay. And we'll pop some inadvertently all over the place. Just like that. See? Bring some up in front, up and around, just like that. Just don't make it look like a straight line like a bunch of soldiers. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Same thing here. Slight touch. Just like so. I'm turning the angle of the brush. I'm just turning the brush around. Okay. And we do a little bit of something here too. Just like that. Bring some around. Bring some on the other side a little bit. Just like so. Let's get a little thicker paint, and we're gonna there, like that. This guy here, I'll go toward the side like that, just like so. Bring some on the other side, just a touch. Bring some on the other side if you got to. Put this one right in front, like that. All right, make them look just like so, and pop it right up there like this. All right, okay. I won't bother you with much else. I think it's pretty much complete. It's really an example video of mountains. Okay, once again, you'll see it written up here. Okay, I'll put it up there and you'll see it written. Let's spread this. Let's open this up here. All right, there you get pretty much the total look here, and we'll call it a day. All right, it'll be written up here. Palette knife, paintbrush, and the tap method with a palette knife, which gives you this, and then you got your foothills and whatnot behind there. The trees are just extra. You can have that for free. All right, okay. And of course, with any painting, I will put my John Hancock on here somewhere. Don't know. Okay, I am really trying to put this number 11 on here. There we go. It'll be a nice little game. Try to find my signature in this one. But I hope this helps help you out. It was a request to do a different types of mountains and foothills and whatnot. Like I said, the trees are free. Okay. And as you can see, when I did it, I blocked off everything dark, and then I just made the mountains, the ranges. Showed you how to make the ridges. All right, start from the peak, and everything's in half. I even showed you how to correct something here, because I did make a mistake over here. I put the shade on the lit side. I just reversed it. That was my bad. But the light is on the left-hand side. The shade is on the right-hand side. Okay. So let's take off the tape. I only got 2 pieces of tape holding this together, so there. All right. Well, there you go. Another tutorial down. I thank you very much. And while we're here and while we're at it, and I can remember it, I am going to take a quick picture of this while I'm sitting here, because this is the picture that you guys will see when it's posted online. Okay. Alrighty then. Thank you very, very much. I do appreciate it. I hope all of this helps you out. And oh, hold on. There. I hope all this helps you out. And I appreciate you watching. You can put your comments down below. And I'll see you when I see you. Peace.